5 Hocus Pocus DIYS Part 2. Using this canvas from the 99-cent store, that was on clearance for only $1 and painting over it with a light mocha color to create the page for the spells. I used tape to divide up the canvas into 4 sections for the spells, now trying to find a good size stencil to use to write out the spells. Used the pencil to write out the top and bottom spells using the stencil, and now going over the top spell with a metallic black marker, and for the bottom spell a plain black marker, and of course filling in the letters. Also used a metallic blue to fill out some of the words. I wanted to highlight some of the words because this would make it seem the spell was getting stronger. We'll also be adding borders around the spells for a more creative look. Drew to half moon on each side of the spells. That was done earlier, and now going to fill in the half moons with white. Highlighting the spell with a black marker, and then coloring in one of the half moons with a red marker. Then going to retouch the other moon again with white. Using the green stickers for the youth spell. These stickers came from Dollar Tree, and they are not very good for this type of project. The stickers don't really stick. So, don't really know what happened to the rest of the remaining videos. They could have been deleted when they were getting transferred over onto the hard drive, so don't have the last 2. Here is a picture of the completed spells instead. Each spell is different. That's why each spell is in a different color. A black cat spell is written in metallic black because this is when the sisters turned Thackeray Binks into a black cat. Enchant spell is in metallic blue. This is when Sarah is singing to the children and putting them under the spell. The metallic blue seemed right to use for this spell. Resurrection spell is written in red because this is when the sisters are hanged by the villagers and they kill the sisters. But not before Winnie casts this spell for all 3 to return back. Once the black flame candle is lit by a virgin, the youth spell is written in green, but the title is in orange because both colors represent youth and life. This spell is the spell that keeps the sisters young by draining the life force out of the children they capture. If you stayed here, that means you are reading this, so a big thank you to you. How about being kind and clicking on that subscribe button and liking this video? Take one part of the skirt. Use the wire to tie the skirt towards the middle part so it stays together. When the skirt is tied down with the wire, now it's time to use the scissors and cut the skirt. Grab your branch and put the skirt on top end of the branch. And it's up to you to decide how long you want the skirt to be at the end of the branch. You are going to use the wire to tie the skirt down onto the branch. You will do this for all 3 branches. Grab the orange spray paint and spray paint all of the skirt. You will do the same thing to the other brooms, but with different colors. Now grab your black spray paint and spray the skirt. Grab the yellow and do the same thing. Once the black spray paint is dried, grab your purple and spray just a line, trying to make the broom look like Mary's hair. She has a purple highlight in her hair. This is what we want the broom to look like if possible. Going to be using fishing wire to tie the end of the skirt, so it can stay in place. You will do this to the other two brooms. This palette is going to be taken apart so I can use each board. To write out the sister's name on each board, grab your shear cutters and start cutting away at the palette. Going to be painting each board white. In order to write the names, you will need the correct size stencil that fits perfectly on the boards. I will be using a purple metallic marker for Mary's name. Metallic orange for Winnie's name. For Sarah's name, had to use a pencil to stencil out the name, and then use a neon yellow to color in the letters. Now using a black painter marker to outline the name, so it shows up better on the white. Decided to use the black painter marker to also outline Mary and Winnie's names. Going to be using a drill to screw each name into the brooms. Here are the brooms finished. These brooms are going outside next to the rest of the Hocus Pocus decorations. The brooms will be staked to the ground with the end of the skirt up. That is why I used the fishing wire to tie the skirt, so the skirt would stay in place because of the wind.